Did it go live? Can you guys hear me? This is weird. I have no indication on Streamlabs that I'm streaming right now. That's kind of creepy. Come on, Streamlabs. You should let me know when you're streaming my stuff. All right, I got to figure this out. I don't like that. I do not like that lack of indicator. Let me know if you guys can hear me. And then I am actually live, not just talking to myself. Let's see. No, that's not the one I wanted. Is it this button? Is it this button? No, that just broke things. Well, I don't see any chat, so maybe I am just talking to myself. No, none of these buttons are bringing the option I want. Loud and clear. Okay, I am live. All right, I'm talking to myself and to you guys. Yeah, something in my Streamlabs version changed, and I don't see any indicator that I'm streaming right now. So that's exciting. Just can be streaming, and it doesn't tell you now. All right, let's see here. Yeah, it's also okay. There it goes. Now it's showing on my YouTube thing. That's good to know. And I started a little early tonight, so not too much early, but lately I've been starting at like 9:00. Okay. All right. Now let's see if I can get game sound working, because I can tell that there's nothing right now. All right, we're going to reboot. Hold on a second. I'll switch you guys to this. Deactivate. Activate. Oh God, I'm being shot at. All right, hold on. Now you guys are going to hear this in a second. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got mutants.
You see me, human? This is death!
I do see you, and this is going to be my death here. I don't know where the hell these guys came from. I think we just popped out of the hotel doing the quest with, what's his name? Anton. And then there were super mutants. That's for you.
Kill them all!
And I missed. How about that? How about that? Well, I hit him. Perfect. Hey, buddy. Oh, that high explosive skill. Very nice. Oh, it was random encounter. Once got one of those super mutants orders. So they were sent to murder me. Welcome, everybody. All right, let's go up and catch one chat. Raven Swift, hello. Congratulations, Raven. I think I saw you at the top of the charts right before voting ended. I didn't check it again. You know who else was at the top? As Blue Lars, and I think it was because he made me almost get sick on stream. I think everybody appreciated that and gave him extra votes for it. That's what I think happened. Hello, Slangel. Yes, Sam, I am streaming. Just there was no movement at the time you asked that, so it probably looked like it was broken. Thrillville, Grumpy Old Fart, hello. Mr. The Dude. Does some settlements conflict with Minutemen versus Gunners? I am uncertain. I can't imagine it would. Omni, hello. Hey, Phil. And Lauren. Alright, let's see what we were doing here. I know we just finished up... Anton's quest. And I feel like I had another mission while I was over here. Ooh, pardon me. Oh, I see a map marker. I think that's what we were probably going to do next. Because I tend to like to leave myself near a map marker. So I have an objective when I come back. So yeah, we'll go knock out some CBD stuff. Hey, Wolfer. How are you? Okay, I guess we're going this way then. Well then, I guess I get no warning from the gunners when I come up on their turrets, huh? That's right. We have decided we don't like you guys. Oh god. Dog meat. That's what you get for hitting my dog.
Over here.
There you go, buddy. Gross. Oh, that's right. We can get some tattoos. Okay, so for those of you who enjoy collecting the tattoos, I think I might know the answer to this question, but for Conqueror, we had a similar thing where you were collecting tongues, I believe, and we had a pretty over-the-top amusing sound of slicing said tongue off. I feel like if you're the type who wants to scalp people, you would also appreciate a little extra gory sound to go with your tattoo looting. Mic sound is a bit distorted. Let's see here. Could also be the balance is off. Let me lower it down a little bit. There we go. Now I'm more in the yellow. Well, let's bring it down just a tad more. How about that? How's that? We can, yeah, I was peeking and I didn't realize it. Dog meat always gets stim packs around here, Flint. We can't let the poor guy down. Well, this is a friendly one, apparently. Does that one belong to you, buddy? Is that your turret? Oh, never mind. It's mad at dog meat. So it must die. Oops, that's not the one I wanted to use. Alright, now I think I got lost. No, we're still heading north. Okay. It's really easy to get lost down here. At least for me. Maybe I'm just really bad at navigation. Now I just don't trust turrets anymore. I guess there aren't really that many friendly turrets laying around, are there? It's pretty rare you find a turret and it's not trying to kill you.
Hey,
Covenant, maybe? Diamond City? That's about it.
Who's out there?
Nobody. It is your imagination. Anybody
Show
home?
your face. I dare you.
Says the guy in the sack hood.
Sometime, asshole.
Ooh, nasty. Okay, I think that's all we need off of you.
Don't think I can pick this.
But I want to go through there. Okay, I guess we'll swim. Oh god. They did a great job of making Boston dangerous. Or downtown Boston, rather. So I think for most people the danger is crashing, not dying. What'd you find, boy? That's not what we're looking for. We're not looking for Oh, are you looking? Did you find this? Dinner. You see the Oblivion remake rumor? Yeah, I like some of the rumors people are floating where they're like, oh, it's going to shadow drop in April, because that sounds awesome. I'm going to be, I am leaving for vacation this weekend, and I'm going to be gone for a couple weeks, so I'll basically come home in April. I'm going to come home to, the Switch 2 announcements and Oblivion remake. That'd be amazing. Yeah, blowflies are crazy. With their little dodging, I feel like they're not quite as bad as what are they? What are the other bugs? The ones that are like giant mosquitoes? Blood bugs, isn't that what they call them? Those things I feel like are hard to hit and they feel immortal. At least bloatflies go down pretty quickly if you can get them in your sights. Oh! Hello, Supermutants. No, no! Oh, wait, maybe we can... Yes. Wait, okay, can I take this and equip the thing from the Cabbat family? Because that would be sick. I gotta take that thing. That thing's like, that's gonna be really good. Yamato forever. Thank you for the subscribe. Yamato, are you a StarCraft player? Or is there another meaning of that word that I've never known? Apparently the Oblivion remake used 2 engines or something to render the game. Yeah, I saw the remake of Shadow of the Colossus and it looks amazing. So if they use that same technology, that sounds great. What is this? Warehouse. This looks like, this doesn't look like a Bethesda. This looks like when one of us modders add a door to a place. Right? Like the door just looks a little too snug in there. Let's check it out. It'd be funny if this is something we stuck in there and I just forgot about it. No, this doesn't look like one of ours. Good to have power back. Everyone has survived the tornado. Sucked. Aha! Did you really survive a tornado, or did you just need to drop that pun? Either way is fine. Well, this looks like it should be a Nightingale cache. I don't know, just a... There's a Pompadour wig in there. Fantastic. Oh, that's lucky. Well, congrats on winning that lottery then. What is this little place? This is like the tiniest cell I've ever seen. Was this added by an add-on pack maybe? Is this like I know some of the add-ons have quests and stuff. This feels way too small. And that door, like, just, it screamed this was not added by Bethesda. Anybody recognize this place? Alright, I'm gonna check. I'm really curious. Let's see if we can get some, let's see if there's No, it's got. It's crud. Hold on. Nope, not that. Here, hold on. I gotta switch PCs. Yeah, it feels like it might be an add-on, but usually they don't. Add-ons don't for an interior space. Like even we don't bother for an add-on interior space. We don't bother to put. Oh, hold on. I broke my sound. Oh, there it goes. We usually don't bother to do the pre-combines. No, these statics are all base game. So this is a base game cell. I've just literally never seen this one. And it's so small. This is just very, very young. Lost power for several days, considering I have no home. I have a home, no complaints. Yeah, I'm losing power for a few days over losing your home. I have never been around a tornado, but I've lived in areas where they did tornado warning stuff, and I remember my parents used to take them very seriously, and we would all be cramped into our unfinished basement underneath the stairs for hours waiting for them to pass. So now I still, whenever we get a tornado warning where I'm at now, I take it super seriously, and despite having never seen one, I just have the fear of that my parents instilled. So I feel for you, man. That's it's no good. Okay, hey boss, quick G-Wiz on two things. One, has something changed with comm slot and population? I started to get 40 plus population settlements with only 20 beds. No, it is we know why it happens, but there's not a great way to fix it. So when your plots upgrade, when you're away, the old beds are still technically there. They can't get cleaned up until you come visit. So you end up with, yes, your settlement only has 20 beds, but there was a time while you were away where your plots were upgrading where it actually has more. So you can prevent it by setting it up so that your plots won't upgrade automatically. You can do that in the settings. That's the only way to prevent it. And that's why it's sporadic. Not everybody sees it all the time, because if they build that comm plot only in a fully leveled up settlement, then it won't happen. So it is just going to require some sort of coded solution, and I have not dreamt up one yet. Oh, hello, Fusion Core. And number two, I've been hard at work on making a settlement plan for every settlement. I want to upload it in one mod pack. Do I just keep everything log files in the tool? Yeah, the tool will allow you to, you can add as many city plans as you want to it. You can build a pack there. Alternatively, you could, there's probably tutorials on it, but it's relatively easy to merge plugins together in Xedit, and then you could just combine, you get rid of the, everything but the weapon records from or the weapon and misc object records that the web tool creates. But the easiest way is to just keep adding more to the web tool. There's a button somewhere near the bottom to add an additional plan, so you can just keep adding more and more. But you would do that you would do it all at once before you release, because if you release and then do it again and you don't build your city plans in the exact same order inside the tool, then the IDs will change, and then you will end up with corrupted saves for folks. So it is best to only do it when you're ready to release. You can do it, obviously you can do it for yourself for testing, but I wouldn't release like a version with just some of them and then re-release it later, because some of those players will end up with bad saves. See, now after that downtown Boston nonsense, this all feels too quiet. Okay, this is where the mechanist stuff is, right? In this building. Uh-oh. Dangerous quick save. Alright, it's right around here somewhere. Oh, it isn't. I was like, I want to not go swimming, but apparently I have to.
Hey,
You're red, therefore,
let's do this.
that is the rules of the wasteland. Oh, bad collision on that. Oh, it's gonna pop. Dog meat, look out. Get away from that van. I know there's more.
Getting a bad feeling here.
Thought I... Who?
Oof. Who did that? Uh-oh.
I just want to go one day without... Who's there?
Just your friendly neighborhood vault
Please be
dweller.
Nothing. Please. Nothing.
Need to relax.
I still see red.
What?
There it goes. That thing's been on the verge of exploding for a while now. All right, where are you?
Let's do this.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, the Eddie Winter holotape. That reminds me, we got to do the swaps on those. Where are the ones that we have? It's in the headquarters, right? And the BADCFL. That's where one of the tapes is. Is there another one that we have inside one of our locations? Or is it Nick Valentine holotape? Alright, what else do we have to do here? Access the stash. Okay. Ah, here we go. Wait, why were those upgrades? Hold on a second. Also, I think I got a new shotgun. We got too much stuff here. Losing track of it all. Can get rid of that here. Okay, we got a ported light that's 79. I would kill for a compare option. Is that in one of the HUD mods? Let's like a compare weapon mod or compare to equipped thing. This is 88. That seems better. Calibrated over light. $88 versus $79. Favorite. So you'll have trench foot. Oof, that doesn't sound safe. Is that a 76 disease, or is that a real thing? Okay, power you up. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's the pluses and minuses. Power up. Activate. There we go. Yeah, that's so obvious now that you say it, but it's I'm so used to doing. So a lot of times when I'm working on whatever mod we're doing, and I'm trying to figure out how certain vanilla things work, is I'll just do comparison records. Like I'll grab 2 records and run a compare on them. I'm just thinking that I want that now in the game. I'm like, let me just pick 2 things and run a comparison of them next to each other. All right, so this I think we can get rid of. Hold on, so we'll do equip. Yeah, and this thing is just straight up worse. So bye-bye. And then hardened is better than tuned, clearly. So, oh, but it's the marksman's, I think, is why I kept that. It's got some better bits on it. And then I think I'm just holding on to these legendaries to sell them. Alright. Now I gotta grasp what's going on in my inventory. Alright, what is next on our CPD agenda here? It looks like we're heading toward... Whoop. We've got... Okay, that is to turn in the first one, but we should go over to the library. Actually, so we'll hit Diamond City. We can stock up on ammo and such, and sell off all these unneeded legendaries. It's a real thing from having wet feet. That's... What does it do? That sounds horrible. The name makes me not want it. Hey, Babylonia. All right, let's go.
Hey, see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel?
Arturo.
You need protection. Everyone does.
All right,
Let's see what you
sell
have.
off some
Something
junk.
for everyone.
I don't know why I'm still wearing my vault suit, but I feel like now I just don't want to get rid of it ever. It's just going to be my thing for this character. He is going to just forever be Vault Boy. I think I kind of like the commentary that people have on it. All right, yeah, we'll grab some shotgun shells. I can't remember if I was using 308 or 50 with this, but we will... it's got to be 308 still. So we'll grab some more of that. And that should tide us over for a bit. You take those, and those, and those. And those. Alright, well, I guess now we're going to start hoarding Gamarun, because I'm fairly certain you can equip the effect from the Cabot, or the Cabbat quest to like any, even a legendary Gamma gun, if I remember correctly. And it gets absolutely stupid, especially with VATS, because the physics get all crazy. I guess we can sell a few cores. There we go. What a deal. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, the Sturgis outfit would be fitting. I should go snap a picture of him. That is the face we have on this character. Morning, Casbites. How are you? Okay, I think the Nightingales wasn't here before, so let's go do that intro combo. See if they're ready for us. As I remember seeing we've seen some of their
New face. Welcome.
people wandering around, but not.
Can't get into Diamond City? Don't worry. We'll get you all patched up and comfortable.
Must have me mistaken for someone else.
Oh, I just assumed. I can't remember the last time we had a visitor for any other reason. There is one thing I have to say to anyone coming in for the first time, and it's our only rule for patients to follow. While in our care, I don't care if you're a ghoul, synth, super mutant, or even a centaur. All of our patients are under our protection and care. Please don't start any trouble while you're here, and we'll make sure no one starts trouble with you. With that out of the way, welcome to our hospice.
Who are you? What are you doing out here?
We call ourselves Nightingales. Normally we travel the Commonwealth to wherever we might be needed, but we've been making camp here for months. We frequently work for free, but we survive well enough from donations and foraging. The guards here are all volunteers in service protection. Unfortunately, under the circumstances, we can't afford to waive fees. If you can't afford some procedures, best I can offer is a safe place to rest.
Your cause seems noble.
It's very kind of you to say. This group is held together by the ideals of altruism and mercy. Ideals that tend to be more mocked than praised.
Mild and restricts blood flow and hurts severe and gangrene. Okay. No, thank you. I'll pass. So I know we're on the cleanup playthrough. So are there any outstanding Nightingale bugs that any of you are aware of? Things that you run into over and over again when playing the Nightingale's quest lines that I need to keep on my radar for while we're playing through this? I know you guys have mentioned with the CPD, there's lots of random issues that we will not be messing with dialogue tree issues, but I will fix things like the holotape that's in the BADTFL. Writing that down, actually, so I remember when we get to it. I don't think we're not going to get to it today, but just to keep it on the radar. Does she do anything if I kill a patient? That's a good question. Let's find out.
I'm just going to take a look around.
Of course. You're welcome here anytime.
So this is like the so if you come here before they're ready to give you the quest, they have this little intro conversation. Let's actually, I don't think I've been to this in a while. Let's save here.
Not looking worse for the wear. Hey there. I hope I'd get a chance to talk to you. I'm Cersei. Nice to meet you. Say, you seem to get around. And with all these settlements popping up, I'm betting you travel all over the place. Have you seen any of our caches out there? Easy enough to spot. We mark them with a green cross.
Yeah, I remember that place.
Good. I was worried we tucked them too far out of sight. We stalked them anytime we traveled our usual routes, but we've been here a while now. I'm actually surprised you found anything of use. We don't have much to stock the caches with, and I thought they'd be emptied or spoiled by now.
One good idea can make all the difference.
Thanks. I wasn't really sure about it when I suggested it to Fiona. I was worried they'd attract ambushes or kill zones. Raiders don't shoot at us, but that doesn't mean they respect us enough not to take advantage. But Fiona says it was worth a try.
What's your story?
Not much to say. Been around, I suppose. Haven't been a Nightingale long, and it'll be a short tenure anyway.
What do you mean by that?
All my 10 years as a doctor have been short. I was patching up my ma's scrapes for only a year before I had to bury her. Ran a practice out of our shack for 6 months before it was overrun by trigger-happy scabbers. Joined a caravan. Ambushed after 2 weeks. Then there was that fledgling town up north. Lasted just under a year. Same story everywhere. And it got a bit blurry for about a decade. Point is, I've been with the Nightingales for almost 13 months now. Pattern holding. I'll be looking for another place soon enough.
Are you in danger?
Besides the usual? Only in a cosmic sense. Maybe I was extraordinarily cruel to puppies in a previous life.
I know how it feels to be the last survivor.
So I've heard. It's a special brand of bad luck, I suppose. Well, no, not bad. Bad luck would have been dying to the same fever that took my mom, or catching a bullet in some crossfire. I have very mixed luck. Bad for those around me, sure. Me, though, I just get to bury them.
Anything I can do to help?
With the caches, you mean? I'm not sure that's a good idea right now. Maybe once we can resume our routes, or at least set up permanently. Besides, you're already helping.
Oh yeah, I think there
more
was a
than you
discussion
realize.
at one point of
Making
offering
the
that as a
Commonwealth
radiant.
safer.
It would be like you could go deposit
the
stuff
caches
into the
help you out
caches
in
and get
turn.
XP for it. Never ended up pulling the trigger on that. There are some people who love radiants, but it's not most of us on the team. So when we put them in, it's usually just for flavor more than anything else.
Never mind. It's nothing.
Thrillville, when it comes to money for coding or creating quests, so I tend to lean more toward the coding side. I do love implementing quests. I don't write them myself though, but I like making them because it's cool to make to see what you can pull off in the game engine. But lately I spend most of my time coding if I'm doing anything in the game. Oh, hello.
Always hits as hard as the first one.
Okay, yeah. So we're here before.
Everything all right?
Yeah, no, we're good. We're here before everyone else is back. So
See, about those caps that we didn't have.
I guess the caravan wasn't feeling charitable today.
I was going to say we now have them? I traded them Cassandra's antibacterial paste. I figured since she can make more any time, it's worth the trade.
Are you saying they gave you caps on top of the shipment?
Last batch we gave them saved their Brahmin on the road. I know you don't like putting a price on it, but I thought, since we really needed those bandages.
No, that's perfect. You did great.
huh? I don't think I've ever seen that little
No
interaction.
matter what Cassandra tells you, her teas
Okay, hold on a second. Now we're gonna do. Somebody wanted to know what happens if we shoot these patients.
are not magical and will not enlarge anything. I
Hello.
don't believe anything these days.
Turn away if you're squeamish. They don't mind apparently. So whoever, I don't remember who asked that, but apparently we don't have them set up to do anything about it, and they just kind of turn the other way. Is there any documentation on the language used in FL4 though to make my own scripts? There is. Hold on a second. I'll get you a link because it used to be really easy to find. It has become much harder. And I think I see I'm starting to buffer, so you guys are going to slow down in a moment. Actually, you know what? I have it open on another screen. Let me get you a link. Because there used to be, creationkit.com had all this, and then Bethesda pulled it down, and they were planning on making a new wiki, and they just haven't yet, and it has been several years. But fortunately, the folks over at uesp.net, and also I think the Fallout wiki, both have copies of it. So hold on, this is the one I use. So here you go, throw. Paste. There we go. That is some documentation. The other good thing about Papyrus in Fallout 4 is almost all of the documentation you find on Skyrim, including tutorials and such. And so, hold on, let me find that real quick. If you go to, where's that page? Is it Skyrim? You can also look up anything with Skyrim with Papyrus also applies to Fallout 4. There are probably a couple of exceptions, but it is almost all of it. That's not working. There is that same page hosts a Skyrim wiki. I don't know why clicking on the header is not taking me there. But anyway, if you find any tutorials out there about Skyrim, those also apply to Fallout 4. Alright, let's see. I keep hitting plus to check my quest log. Too much Scarfield lately. Okay, we are headed over to the library now to collect some stuff for Simon. Hey, John L., how are you? Alright, Sunshine, getting some upgrades. We're going to have to go check out what's going on over there. I think that's the Carvok Vault settlement. Outpost Zimonia also. Oh, and Outpost Zimonia is our Gavman ridiculous cavern. We're getting all the over-the-top crazy settlements. Oh, hello, guys. Oh, perfect grenade throw. The 4-for-1. Okay, and I think you can't go in here, right? This is where we need... Oh, wait, did we get a 5-for-1? Holy hell.
No way I could pick
Yeah, I gotta
this.
go in through the subway. Oh, hello, Nightingale cache, speaking of. I think we gotta go in through... Oh! I just saw a bug we can try and fix. Did you guys see that? Look at this when you open this. Hold on. Dog meat. So you open it, and it kind of clips through. I think we can fix that. I'm going to put it on the list. We're not going to pause and do it right this second, because I'm not 100% positive I can fix it, but I think I can. I know enough about Nifscope now. So we're going to put Nightingale, cache, what would you call that? Texture clip. We'll list this down. Something we might try and fix tonight. Oh, are we getting buffering again? No! No! Alright, hold on a second. Let's see what's going on over here. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Well, nobody likes that. Hold on. What is this open widget? Viewers will experience buffering. Well, no one likes buffering, YouTube. Get that out of here. It's smooth now. It's smooth now because I'm not moving. So it might be an illusion that it's smooth. Okay, there we go. Excellent connection. Have to keep an eye on the little... There's like a little monitor thing on the YouTube streaming. It shows you whether you're buffering or not. But you guys usually recognize it way before I do. Okay, so I gotta get to the underground over here, right? I think we can get into the library from this place. Nope, not from there. Phew, that was a big one. What do you got on you? Staggering boxing glove. No, thank you. Oh, that was a strong red roach. Eddie Winter holotape again. Holy cow. That is a nice chest in this abandoned police station. This looks useful. Ah, there we go. There's the rest of the logs we need. It's at the front of the library. The auto loot. I enjoy the manual hoarding. I think that's half the fun of Fallout 4. It's one of the things, like, it scratches that loot goblin itch so hard. You just collect everything. And it all feels like it has immense value because, you know, remembering the first playthrough when all that stuff mattered. Here we go.
What? Who's there? You hit like a rat!
Ooh.
What's that?
Well, there's the sound that everyone loves to hear. Can we get him? Can we get him? Nice. that death animation of the mutant hounds where they roll over themselves. Oops. It's not like get that scratch just fine, seeing things highlighted in colors and run by hearing the SFX for looting for me.
Welcome to the Boston Public Library. The library is currently closed.
In the event of an emergency, please use call boxes to request police assistance.
Alright, let's see here. We need some right away. A little Nuka-Cola.
Don't think I can pick this.
Oh, come on.
The library is currently closed.
We'll open it up. Okay, there's got to be a key around here, right? I don't ever remember having to pick that lock. Thanks, Doc.
Oh yeah!
Talk to the speaker. I don't know. I went to the intercom and it just said the library is closed. Oh, well, Jason Locrantz. Sorry, the icon threw me off for a second. My employee code is 123456. Thanks for the stream. That's the same code I use on my luggage. Alright, let's talk to the intercom again.
The library is currently closed.
Oh, there it went. I just wasn't close enough.
I work here. Let me in.
Please provide your 6-digit employee ID number.
My ID number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Welcome, Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Mayor, nice.
Find the mess.
I don't think I've ever run it. I've never done this intercom entry. There's an intercom outside too. Oh, okay. I like the grenades bouncing around up there. Oh no! I totally tripped it. Wasted all those perfectly good grenades. But at least we got this nice foot. Let's bring this with us. This is our prize. There you go. You hold on to that.
And serve.
Okay, what do we got here? There we go. So I guess we came in after the battle was over. Good job, Protectrons. These are not the tapes you're looking for.
Protect and serve.
Hey, nice. Thanks for the level up, Mr. Holotape. Oops. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, I gotta kill my Starfield muscle memory. Let's see here. I think we're on strong back as our next grab. Actually, let's double check for any that we're gonna get a double on level up. Looks like 31 we'll need to have 2. $34 we also need 2. Okay, yep. No problem, Grim Strong back. What are we up to? 400 pounds. Fantastic. Yeah, you get XP if you read all the if you read the stuff that's not worn out from the CPD. Just little bits of XP, but it's fun. See, 53. It's just a tiny little amount, but it's a nice little touch. I think SAG did that. That was appreciated. That one's chained, alright.
Protect and serve.
Oh, Kaz, you give me too much credit. I learned so much from chat. Like, I feel like whenever I ask questions, I think half the time they're probably like, "Wait, do you even play this game, man? What are you doing making mods for it?" Nice. Good old idiot savant. I'm so dumb I learned 4 times as much from that holotape. Oh wait, that's the locked door again.
Protect and serve.
Okay, how do we get past that? We must have to go through this part. When in doubt, follow the bodies. I'm disappointed that we don't get to be a part of this battle now because we came in through the other way.
Protect and serve.
Curator Gibbons. I don't know why someone took your pants. And only your pants.
Attention! Security breach near
Oh,
rear
there it is.
Visitors and employees are advised.
There's the battle I was expecting.
Main call.
Oh, hello.
Intruder.
Perfect.
Fantastic. All right.
Attention, approach and identify of my anger. Will not harm any
I guess. Oh god. Nope. Super dead. Oh, didn't notice my health. Forgot I am not immune to laser damage. I've been basically just shrugging off bullets from raiders lately. Got cocky. Alright, let's how bad was the damage? Oh, that was when I leveled up before. Alright, not terrible. Not terrible. And that's why you always quick save, kids. Oops.
There we go.
Attention.
Lock's really strong.
Security breach near rear entrance. Visitors and employees are advised to seek cover and remain calm.
Okay, you guys take care of that. I'm gonna go do this.
Identifying intruder detected. Beginning search. Continue resistance use.
Take him down, Protectron. Look at that beatdown he's giving him. Alright. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Sorry, Protectron. You were in the way.
Situation normal. Law and order has been restored.
At the end of them, I see no more red dots. Okay, I think we're good. They got it. It's fine. It's fine. I think I just grabbed the intelligence bobblehead, right? Or was there a second bobblehead in there? I saw your comment about not missing bobbleheads, Phil. Did I miss one? I think there's just the intelligence, right? And we'll go ahead and quick save again. This is not buffering. This is saving near downtown. It's dangerous work. Yeah, dangerous work. All right, where are we at now on our quests? I think we are ready to go back to CPD headquarters. Here we go. I'm actually kind of hoping to run into a CPD bug or two. I know there's always random ones being reported, just to see if I can.
You're old and before the bombs.
Hi.
Can manage to suss them out.
Airship? The city?
Well, those flying tin cans
I
better
bet
not
you
get
even
in our
saw
way.
dinosaurs.
Come around trying to liberate any of our tech. And? You want something?
I think I've earned a reward.
Great. Each one means one less gunner scum polluting the wealth. Here's your very well-earned caps. Anything else?
Nice.
Nothing right now.
Good. I have things to do.
Alright, oh, you know what I forgot? I got some new pieces of armor at some point in there and just totally forgot to equip them. Or at least things that showed up as they may have been a slight upgrade. Yeah, like this thing. Yep, just straight upgrade across the board. This one has the lightweight that gives me a little AP, right? And it's significantly lighter. Holy cow. But we've got carry weight, or we've got strong back for a reason. Goodbye. And then what is this one? Left arm. We have reduces damage from mirelurks and bugs. Or +1. I'll take the mild legendary effect over the +1 to damage resist. And I've got my collection of patrolman sunglasses, never getting rid of those. And we're gonna start ourselves a KG army. We'll make everyone wear Sturgis's outfit.
Hey there.
Black sunglasses and
Shandy hasn't
fight
been
with pipe
bothering
wrenches.
you, I hope. He's a good kid, but he does test people's patience from time to time.
Hi.
Hi there. I believe congratulations are in order. You must have managed to clear those scabbers from East Boston and open the stash. Our network started to receive reports from the newly activated Protectrons. Well done. Really, well done.
Glad to help.
And I'm very glad to have you help. Here, you've more than earned this reward. Was there anything else?
Anything I can do to help out?
Okay. If you're at all interested in joining the CPD, you should go talk to Simon. I think he also had something he was looking for help with. Lena was talking about recruiting help for something she's working on. And yeah, that's all I can think of for now. Was there anything else?
No, thanks.
Okay, bye for now.
Okay, hey, Simon.
Good evening. Hello. Picked up any good books recently?
I've got them right here.
Brilliant. These books and tapes are going to make such a difference. And you even managed to get a copy of Bishops, Judges, and Adjudication in Constitutional Commonwealths. Here, I know we didn't agree a fee, but here are some caps for your trouble. I'm just going to go sort through these.
Nice.
Hi, I just can't.
It's so
say
funny
this
getting the
enough,
achievements this
but
this many years later,
you
having
came
playing
along
this
to
game
help us
so
out.
much.
I'm still not sure how we pulled it off, but this Commonwealth Police thing is actually working out. Who'd have thought it?
Okay, you got anything
Excuse
more
me.
for me now?
Hi there. I hear Lena's trying to get you skinning gunners. I just hope she doesn't expect me to store them. How can I help you today?
Anything I can do to help out?
Okay. If you're at all interested in joining, I think Lena was talking about.
Okay, same thing. All right.
Excuse me.
Hello. Did you see that the Brotherhood has arrived? I read that they did good things in the capital wasteland. Let's hope they bring some order here too. Can I help you with anything?
Anything I can do to help out?
Okay. Those tapes you brought back are going to make such a difference, and we're setting up a station house next to the library so we can secure the rest. Now, the book I asked you to find, well, I have something special in mind for that. What would you think if I said I wanted an independent judiciary?
I think it's a great idea.
Really? I'm not actually used to people thinking that way. A receptive audience will make a nice change. Well, it's like this. For police to have an authority that can be accepted by the general population, we need to be enforcing accepted laws. We shouldn't be the ones creating those laws, or be the ones judging guilt or penalties. We should be an instrument of the law, not its master. That's why we need an independent, respectable, and knowledgeable judge.
Sounds like a good plan.
Thanks. I've been giving it a lot of thought. I have someone in mind. I've heard about a pre-war judge who became a ghoul and retired to the coast. It was their book which you recovered for me from the library. I wanted to use it to help convince them that we are serious about justice. I'm planning to go see them. I would be glad of some company if you're free.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Excellent. I'll just mark the location on your map. Then, after I sort a few things out here, I'll meet you nearby.
Okay, here we go. Meet Simon near the judge's place.
Hi.
I'll bring you some more scalps. Hang tight. We need the money. Oh, loading into the downtown Boston. Gonna be a minute. Adam Bunny Baby on my second playthrough, and I've enjoyed seeing all the little touches that have been added. Looking at the ASM animation when we first meet Jake. Any plans for more? Yeah, that's actually part of what this playthrough is about, is finding those little moments that we intended when we originally were conceiving it and just didn't get around to doing them. So kind of playing through everything one quest at a time, trying to find little bits we can polish up, things we can punch up, stuff like that. And then we're hoping to do another big content patch this year. Originally, we had hoped to do them constantly, but, you know, things take longer than I'd like. I always want stuff to go as fast as I can dream it up. If you remove the animarctic player and animarctic facer keyboards from the player, allowing unrestricted animations in dialogue. I made a mod that does that and just released it. Interesting. Alright, let's see here. The judge's thing is up north here. So I think we're going to take a break on CPD from traipsing all over the place, because I really want, now that I have that legendary, I really want to do the Cabbat house quest, which means I need to go... Where can you run into... You can run into that guy at a whole bunch of different places. I think Good Neighbor... I know Bunker Hill for sure. Let's try Good Neighbor. I think it's in... He wanders around the bar down there. I haven't done that quest in a while. Yep, bug hunting playthrough and polish. Try to get part of the playthrough, part of the fun of this one for me. I don't know if ever for everybody else. Most people in chat say they enjoy it. Is when we find a couple of bugs, I will stop the stream, stop playing for the rest of the night, and just fix them right on camera. You guys can see how the sausage is made. Bunker Hill, Good Neighbor, in DC. Okay. Oh yeah, the Dugout Inn. That's right. That's right.
Charlie serves the drinks. I deal with the drunks.
It's weird coming down here with no songs playing. There's our man. Hey, buddy.
God, I love this song.
You there. We need to have a conversation.
You got my attention.
I'm always looking for people who know how to handle themselves in dangerous situations. From what I hear, you may fit the bill.
I don't mind danger, so long as I get paid well enough.
You'll get paid the starting rate, like everybody else. If you turn out to be as useful as you claim, then we can talk about a raise. By the way, I'm Edward Deegan. You'll mostly be working for me, but you'll need to talk to my boss first. His name is Jack Cabbat. He likes to personally interview everyone I hire. He's careful like that. Come down to Cabbat House in Beacon Hill and ask to talk to Jack. I'll let him know you're coming.
Fantastic. All right. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, I guess we should grab McCready just for the
Can't say I'm surprised to find
the nice high-end
Wondering
settler.
how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock.
Okay, here's something
It's
I've
been almost 3 months.
not tried
Don't Tell
before.
me you're getting rusty.
Should
And let's do a little bit of. Can we get? I just want to go right there, and then we go right there, and pop, and get him, doggo. Oh, McCready turns on us. Bummer. Well then. Foiled. Hey, Bremble, how are you?
Wondering how long it would take your bloodhounds to track me down, Winlock. It's been almost 3 months. Don't tell me you're getting rusty. Should we take this outside?
It ain't like that. I'm just here to deliver a message.
In case you forgot, I left the Gunners for good.
Yeah, I heard. But you're still taking jobs in the Commonwealth. That isn't going to work for us.
I don't take orders from you. Not anymore. So why don't you take your girlfriend and walk out of here while you still can?
What? Winlock, tell me we don't have to listen to this shit.
Listen up, McCready. The only reason we haven't filled your body full of bullets is that we don't want a war with Good Neighbor. See, we respect other people's boundaries. We know how to play the game. It's something you never learned.
Glad to have disappointed you.
You can play the tough guy all you want. But if we hear you're still operating inside Gunner territory, all bets are off. You got that?
You finished?
Yeah. We're finished. Come on, Barnes.
Look, pal. If you're preaching about the atom or looking for a friend, you've got the wrong guy. If you need a hired gun, then maybe we can talk.
Maybe. Why don't you tell me who those guys were first?
A couple of morons looking to climb the ladder of success by stepping on everyone else on the way up. Shouldn't be surprised, though. It's how it goes when you run with the Gunners.
You're acting like I'm supposed to know what you're talking about.
Maybe it's better that you don't. I don't want the stink of Winlock and Barnes rubbing off on me and scaring away my business. Now what about you? How do I know I won't end up with a bullet in my back?
All I can give you is my word. And a bunch of caps.
Bunch of caps, huh? Okay, hotshot. Price is 250 caps. Up front. There's no room for bargaining.
You've got a deal.
Now you're speaking my language. Alright, boss. You got yourself an extra gun. Lead on.
Oh, dog meat, come back, come back, come back.
Hey,
I lied,
boy.
I lied, I lied. We just,
Come on, boy.
put McCready into indentured servitude. Alright, so he is going to go work at, yeah, I guess our Starlights, I don't know, will work for now. Just a placeholder until we pull him over to HQ. Sucker. 250
You're
caps.
blocking my light, man.
We pay the Ron 500 for settlers, McCready. What are you doing? And about you, that certain animation between Jake and another character, Chapter 3, absolutely melted my heart. How is Jake as a companion? He didn't have his knacks in order last time. His knickknacks in order last time. So Jake as a companion, he's on our list to, like, we're hoping one day to go do a deep dive and give him a lot more lines. He has a fair amount, but I think after how much time you spend with him in throughout the chapters before you unlock him as a character, we kind of want him to have more. Probably won't have like some of the deep companions other mods have released with a lot of commentary on the quests you've done, because he won't be with you for most of them. But having more reactions to just the world around you and stuff would be nice. But of course, that will depend on our availability and is the voice actor interested when we finally get to it, etc. All Gunners should be indentured servants. Is that what you really want to do to Berman, Kez? Don't suppose you can make Mac go get his kid, could you? No, we don't have. The one piece of magic we don't have is getting the original voice actors back to voice their characters. There are massive legal problems with that because they're involved with like the voice acting guild, contracts with Bethesda and some of their sub companies, so it's kind of a mess. Oh look, we got some gunners to take out just for fun. We'll take out our anger about not being able to kill Winlock and Barnes. Hello, sir. I know there was another one. Oh, there he is. Thanks for the tattoo. You guys can have your crummy building. Just want your tattoos. That's another thing we should do. That I think at the time when we set it up, oh god, we didn't know how to do, but I'm sure I can figure it out now. Is how to make sure that all of our gunner characters have their tattoos. Excuse me. Okay, here we go. Cabot House is right over this way. I was not intending to play vanilla quests, but I'm too excited about this gun, so... And this is one of my favorite side quests. Good work, Brotherhood.
I'm here to talk to Jack Cabot.
Oh, it's you. Good. Come on in.
All gunners go into the machine that magically makes canned dog food for Nuka-Cola.
Come on. Let's go meet the boss.
Where do we find said machine? I just accidentally stole his...
Jack, the new guy is here.
One moment. I just have to...
He'll be right with us.
Oh, damn. Clearly, just the mixture. Hello. Welcome to Cabbat House.
Hide this over here.
I'm Jack Cabot.
Shh. Nice. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Hello.
Pleased to meet you, Jack.
And I am very pleased to meet you. Edward finds it tiresome, but I always like to know personally everyone who works for me. Please, have a seat. How about a drink?
Actually, did I just ruin the gun? Does that gun get the physical attachment later?
Edward, the good bourbon, eh? Please, have a seat. Now, before we get down to business, I have a question I like to ask all my new employees.
Is this really the time
Don't
for...
interrupt, Edward. The question is this. Do you believe there is other intelligent life in the universe?
The universe is a big place. Anything could be out there.
Wonderful. Most people's minds are too narrow to admit the possibilities of an infinite universe. But I'm not talking about flying saucers and little green men. I'm talking about the hidden history of our planet. The very origins of human civilization. Ancient powers that modern science, even at its pinnacle, could barely begin to comprehend.
You think aliens created human civilization?
Yes, if by alien you mean a non-human precursor to the commonly understood founding cultures, Sumer, Egypt, Assyria. My father excavated a city in the Rub al-Khali in Arabia, which he dated to more than 4,000 years before the rise of any known human civilization. The structures and artifacts were strange, disturbing even. Clearly not constructed for or by humans. I've spent my life trying to decipher what he uncovered.
Jack, can I tell him what I need him to do?
I'm sorry, Edward. I just get carried away sometimes. You're sending him to look for the missing shipment.
Yeah.
Well then, I'd better leave you to it. We'll talk more about this some other time, when things are less rushed. It isn't important now. Welcome to the family.
Okay. You're officially hired. Congratulations.
I'm ready to get to work.
Good. That's part of the job, by the way. It's best to keep an open mind. Jack may be eccentric, but he's definitely not crazy. The job I got for you is simple. Jack owns a facility north of the city. There's an important package that went missing between there and here. I need you to track it down and bring it back to me. Any questions?
Only about 1 million.
You should start at Parsons State Insane Asylum. Don't let the name spook you. It's just a secure building that we're using. We think the courier got ambushed as he was leaving the place. The guards heard gunfire in the distance, but we don't know exactly what happened. Check in with Maria at Parsons. She's in charge of the security force there. She can point you in the right direction. You all set then?
Yep, I'll see you soon with the package.
Good luck. Don't get killed on your first job.
Alright, let's see. Okay, so first, let me look at this weapon I stole. So I don't, this is not the one that does the super thing is the artifact gun, right? This is just like, basically a alien version of it, but what is different between it and the typical one? Like, obviously mine is crazy over the top. Oh, this one does almost no damage. Look at that, 11 damage. And the same fire rate. So it's just a straight up terrible gun that you're not meant to steal. You know what? We're gonna go put it back. You can have it. You can have your terrible fake alien gun. Oh, I guess it's Zeton would be the alien one, right? There you go. You can have that back. We found a better one on a super mutant.
Good to see you again.
Later, Thrillville. Bring back the Fallout 3 Fire Lance. Hasn't somebody already done that? I feel like all the cool weapons from Fallout 3 and New Vegas have been ported. Even a lot of Fallout 2 weapons made it into Fallout 4 by now. It's always interesting how fleshed out the weapon mod category gets so quickly. Even with guns, which are pretty complicated to make. Like, with melee weapons makes sense because that's one of the easiest things you can add to the game. Jack uses Zeta Waves in the final part of the quest, I think. Ah. That's the lore behind him. Come on, game. You got this. You got this. Yeah, somebody did. I know I'm 99% certain it exists already. I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a Fallout 3 weapon that wasn't ported to Fallout 4 in some form. Come on, game. You got this. Uh-oh. Well, now it's making me nervous how long this is taking. And Money Baby, I appreciate the vanilla companions still make comments. I also got a cracking screenshot of McCready giving Berman some mega evils, and my imagination makes up the rest. Oh yeah, the writers did a good job. So Rick really likes doing that for SS2, getting the vanilla companions to have commentary on things. Okay, so now... Okay, there we go. So now we have a couple quests up near each other, which is what I was looking for. But I do think I want to take a brief pit stop and go start the next part of Jake's quest. But before we do that, how close are we? We're almost done with Brannigan's quest. How much longer do I have left on that? Let's see. We need corn, razor grain, sugar bombs. I know I have the sugar bombs. Corn, we have 3, but I think I said we needed 4 of those. Yeah, we need 1 more corn. Do we have any razor grain? We have 0 razor grain. Okay. So we need to find some razor grain. Let's try our luck at Diamond City. Is there any way we could get 1x1 interior? Just little rooms. I feel like I need them in my life. I mean, the closest we got are a lot of people have been designing 1x1 interior designs on the 1x1 plots. But yeah, anytime, like, adding another plot size is,
I hear you've been asking questions around town.
it is quite the task. It's quite the task. There's actually a hard limit on the way we design the system where it would require we go into the hood reload or redesign to add more sizes. So
sure.
New sizes not on my radar. We considered doing 4x4 for what became the architectural marvel upgrades, but we ended up just doing it that way instead. Alright, so this should be under aid. No corn. No razor grain. Okay. Well, I'd hoped. What about... Do you sell... He only sells noodles, right?
Yes.
Do you sell... Just say yes. Okay.
It's all he understands.
Okay, no dice here. Alright, so that means we're up. Our best bet is probably to tour our own settlements to see if any of them happen to build razor grain farms. There we go. Sonic Phil found the fire lance. If you have enough add-on packs, Kaz, and you go to your 1x1s, there's a lot of people who put out interior designs just for those, so you can select one before you leave it. Oh wow, we never built a city plan here. That is shocking to me. I'm usually on top of it with the city plans. I wonder if we were short resources, maybe? Let's see, do we have what do we need? Rubber, always. Screws, that's a little harder to get. Rubber we can stumble upon with just finding rogue tires and dragging them into the settlement. Let's see what we got in here. You know what, I bet we can go run across the water to Grey Garden and snag some resources. We need screws and rubber. Well, Thompson, how's it going? I was curious what happens if you go to GNR before progressing through Chapter 2. You can do it. You can totally go through there, and then we reset the area when it's time for our quest, and we do it several quests in advance. We reset the area, and then we flag it as a kill zone. So if you try and get within that area, you'll get nuked. Like insta-killed. So that way it stays pristine for when we need our quest to run. So yeah, you could I could go there right now, and it would be fine. It would let me go there and clear it out and do the vanilla version of the cell, no problem. Oh, I haven't done this settlement yet. Man, with how many playthroughs of SS2 I've done over the years, I've lost track of which ones I've done city plans at. Okay, do you guys have any... Oh, is that the tire? No, that's probably not what I can grab, is it? That looks like a heavy tire. No. How about you? No, you're stuck in the ground. Also, getting screws a pain in the butt. All right, what about? Do you guys got any razor grain we can steal?
Bring me some milk fruits this evening.
No, but you do have some corn. Nice.
Welcome to Greg.
Pardon me. Okay, well, we found some corn. Came for other things, but we'll take that. Alright, what else do we need? Now we need the razor grain. Let's try our luck at Abernathy. We got quite the settlement going. Daniel Moore, how's it going? Hey, Yogi. 5 hours driving to go on site and change 2 network cables. Oh, that's the worst. That is the worst. I used to have to do that too. I would drive, like I had a client that was 6 hours away, and they would have me drive out and just do minor local technical stuff. And then finally I found them some contacts locally. I was like, this is absurd for you to pay me to do this. Like, it would be things like drive out and like fix their printer, and then fixing it ended up being like turning it off and turning it on again. I was like, you can't keep paying, because then I would charge them for like 12 hours of work because I had to do a full drive there and back. There we go, one. Only one. Oh, you guys and your mixed crops. It looks so pretty, but it's so inconvenient.
Yes?
Oh, wow. We've just got a wolf here. Good boy. A feral wolf. Huh. Uh-oh. I'm getting a little dirty over at the old Abernathy. I need some personal hygiene. I really think I'm going to overhaul the...
Gotta help. They've kidnapped my friend.
Oh, okay.
It's
gonna
okay.
overhaul the
You just need to tell me
disease
what
system
They said they'd be back
at some
for the
point
ransom
here
in
and
a
make
few
the...
days. If I don't pay up, they'll kill him.
Simplify the cleanliness scores and stuff. Hey, there we go.
Don't worry.
Thank you. Just...
I see the settler from Camp Kendall. Yeah, we probably won't, but I'll make them feel better about it. Hey, there we go. Wasteland Theater. I don't know what's going to go here. That is quite the space. Okay, no such luck on the razor grain. Alright, let's keep going. We're going to just hoof it over to... oh, what do we unlock here? Advanced Farm. Farmer's Glue. Agriculture Pots produces glue ingredients at later levels for vegetable starch. Alright. How do we get out of here?
Yes?
Oh, nice entrance. Oh, they used the same entrance spot we did. Fantastic. You can get a wolf pet in Far Harbor. Oh, that's nice. I don't think I ever found that. I think Far Harbor is the only Fallout 4 DLC I played through legitimately. Like both Automatron and Nuka World, I like cheated my way through. Like just did a lot of quest skipping because at the time I needed to know how they worked for integration reasons, and then have since basically only played SS2's questline since the DLC has come out. Figured out why I kept having to pay for build, upgrade, and cure disease when I have it all turned off is where I had used advanced city plans. Ah, yeah, the rules at the city plans will be slightly different than your settlements. They'll be based on the local settings rules. Derek 2, thank you for the donation. Do you have an ETA on when your Starfield stuff is going to drop? It will be I want to say this like before the end of spring, but we are at someone at the mercy of Bethesda. I will say this: we actually literally today turned in a build to them because they have to like go through it and put their QA on it, and they give us a lot of feedback and stuff. So it's coming. It's coming. It's gonna be pretty massive. It's a pretty massive piece of content. I would say it's something close to like a Bard's College level thing for Starfield. It's pretty big. Didn't intend for it to be so big. It was supposed to be a quick project. And then we started getting feedback from our playtesters, and they were telling us like, oh, the story you started is so good, you got to keep going with it. Later, Kaz. What's next on agenda for SS2? Excuse me, right now. Sorry. I've got a really bad cough lately. Next agenda on the for SS2, we're kind of in, I don't want to say maintenance mode, because maintenance mode means like, you know, a product is coming end of life. It's more like temporary maintenance mode, because the patches that we're doing for content require the team that is currently working for King Gath Creations. Basically, I hired most of the SS2 team to just work on King Gath Creations stuff, and so now they're not available to work on SS2 stuff. So what I'm opted to do basically is when we want to do SS2 stuff, I wait till we're at a good like break point in King Gath Creation stuff, and then we all just work on SS2 stuff. Or if there's like with the Weapons of Mass Destruction patch, there was an opening where myself and Sagittarius, who does a lot of our quest implementation for King Gath Creation stuff, we just didn't need to work on the current King Gath Creation project, so we just went and did that patch. So it's kind of the same, kind of waiting in the wings for that. But it will be, the next patch is going to be adding another major character to this, to not really to the main story, but it's more like a character that will be kind of they'll have a side quest, an introduction, a home at HQ, and a very important purpose, and then they will have like they'll show up in some of the Chapter 3 quests on the side. That's going to be the next big content patch. And then I will probably include that with like some system overhaul or something. But I don't have a timeline for it right now. I can say we're going to be getting back to Fallout 4 stuff in a big way later this year, though, because we're going to start off with doing in the beginning of summer or end of spring, we're going to have Wes Johnson does his Voice of Palooza, and we always do a mod for it. And I'm going to, we're going to, of course, ask him to do it again. To do, like last year, he did a voice for us, so we're going to ask him if he'll be up for doing that again, because that was really, really awesome. So hopefully getting another Wes Johnson voiced mod this year.
Yes?
Where are your farms, people? Somebody here's got to have some razor grain. Ooh, what is this building plan? I like it. I'm gonna guess this feels like a Wasteland Venturers. Let me see if I'm right. Yep, Murmuracne. Murmuracne has a very distinct build style. I really like his build style. I can like pick it out of a lineup. Mike too, maybe. I love working with I love working with Mike. He's great. I don't ever work with him directly, but I actually just sent him like a little thank you gift because he's always such a rock star working with our stuff. He always works with Kobe, so. But yeah, we might get Mike back. I actually am. What I'm going to ask is I'm going to ask Wes if we can get back somebody else from Fallout 4. Like, hey, you think you can get like Stephen Russell to come back or somebody else we can get some more lines from? We can't use existing characters, but still some of the BGS, like the guys who've been around for a long time. Like if we can get somebody else to join Wes, that'd be amazing. Okay, I guess nobody's into razor grain around here. I'm just gonna do the laps. Let's go to. I don't think I built anything at Red Rocket. I think we decided not to poke the bear of the Triangle of Death. I mean, I poked it a little by building Sanctuary. I mean, we did the level 1 only settlement, so it's like the mini city plan, and then we have a big boy over at Abernathy. There's a lot of fog. Hold on, let's get the. Need 3 dog. 3 dog's not a bad idea, Bray. That way we couldn't do 3 dog though. That's a problem. Like I have an email conversation with Eric, the voice actor, from years ago, and he was up for doing mods. Like we would have had to pay him, but he was like, "Yeah, I'll do a mod. That's cool." But he's like, "You got to get permission from Bethesda for me to do 3 dog." And now I know, after talking with Bethesda many times, that they effectively won't give permission because it's a mess for them to give permission to use their characters. It's like a legal mess. So, but I could ask him if he'd be up for just voicing a character that's like similar in style but a different name, and then everyone could headcanon that it's secretly 3 dog. Yeah, we can give him like a yeah, exactly, like it'll be like Tres Gato. It'll be his name or something. Or we could do what's the Spanish for dog? Is it cane? Something like that. I don't know. That's got legs. That's actually a fun idea. Tres perros. All right. Cerberus. It's hard to hear the word Cerberus and not go to Mass Effect 2. All right, Brannigan, we're back. We don't have your Razor game yet. I've been looking for it for ages. Nobody likes to grow that stuff. We got 1 stock for you. Oh, hey, look at this. We do have our next visitors.
Shooting the breeze.
Hi.
Cool, dang it to hell! You bagged a freaking Concord Deathclaw! This is unfreaking believable! Everyone from DC to Miami knows of this piece, and you done killed it! I demand to know how in Adam's name did you pull this off?
Believe me, it wasn't easy.
Oh, Daddy. This hunter beat you fair and square. There's no need to get all ornery about it. And where are our manners? I'm dreadfully sorry. This here tired old hunter is my father, Elias Thompson. And I'm Ruby Thompson. We've kind of set up shop here in Concord.
I'm not sorry! Having that damnable Deathclaw's head on my mantelpiece was going to be my crowning trophy.
Daddy, I
Finch
think
Farm,
we should
University
invite
Point.
them
All right,
home
thanks,
so we
Raven.
can hear the story in more comfortable surrounds.
I think I've got some map markers not far from University Point.
Alright, fine. Our house is the 2-story on the outskirts of town near the old church. Still want to know how in Adam's name you managed it.
We would love you to come and share a meal with us whenever you can. No worries, no rush. Stop by some evening when you're free. Good company is always appreciated. Come on, Dad. Let's go and finish patching up the window.
What is going on with her gloves?
Bye for now.
They're like, her skin is like clipping right through them.
You and G get mine.
All right, now unfortunately I am no outfit expert, but I will put that down as like a bug we should look into, and I can ask somebody who does know that stuff how to handle it. Ruby Thompson gloves. I unfortunately never learned Outfit Studio. I think I don't remember if it was. I think it was 2 years ago at Voice of Palooza. I got put in charge of putting the hat on. Oh God, why can't I think of his name? Trunk on Trunk for the charity mod, and it took me like 2 hours to figure out how to do a hat in Outfit Studio because I had never done it before.
I know. Don't let it upset you.
And I think that was the time when I let Sir Rick and Cynical take over my channel to cover for me while I sat there and figured it out, because I didn't want to embarrass myself on stream showing you guys how inept I was at Outfit Studio. Skang, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. And this is probably the Concord Deathclaw.
Father teaches us about love by giving us.
Teaches us about love by giving us difficult people. Can Jake's VA play harmonicas and Jake has one in his quarters? Just imagine the dialogue between him and Aiden if he took that up full time. We joked about that, about getting some actual animations for music playing and getting the characters to play that and stuff, and we never did it. Jake's VA does have a ukulele that he fools around with that we got him to bust out for one of our charity streams where the super chats for charity, and he played a little bit for us on stream. There's actually, didn't Erica use a little clip of that in one of her animatic videos, guys? Phil, do you happen to have a link to that for Antibody Baby? Will Thompson, what adds the unique outfit for Elias Thompson? I noticed a few NPCs have new armor in my playthrough. That is part of SS2 Extended. SS2 Extended adds new outfits to a lot of characters. And if you want to get a copy of those for yourself, you can use Dylan's camera to snap a picture of those people. Or I guess you could murder hobo them and take it. Oh, Yagi already beat me to it. Sorry, I was a little slow on that. Catching up with chat here. Hey, Supersonic, how are you? But yeah, we try to give unique outfits to most of the characters. Like, as long if they've got, you know, a name and a fair amount of dialogue, we tend to try and get them a new outfit. At least we used to when we had, because we had several people on the team who just were into making mashups, and then over time it just became, well, we can't not do it for everybody now. All right, I was gonna go find some razor grain, but we'll just proceed. All right, here we go. We haven't
very nice.
seen Jake in a while.
They're called gunners. So if you see any, make sure you stay far away from them, all right? Okay, now, I gotta go. But wherever you are, stay safe. I'll see you again soon, sweetheart.
Jake.
Oh, hey, Slick. Didn't hear you come in. Turns out our radio connection between the hub and the ASAMs works just fine. I was just recording a message for someone.
Oh?
Yeah. Well, after the whole gunner thing, I just... well... It's kind of... this is awkward. Was sort of hoping to keep this private. What I wouldn't give for an interruption right now.
Search complete.
Huh? Oh, right. I asked the robot to find my screwdriver. Good timing. I don't mean to question your logic, Chip, but does that look like a screwdriver to you?
Affirmative.
Okay, this is going to be such a tiny...
Turns out this hammer is my...
Tiny polish thing. Let's drop a hammer on the ground when Mala comes out and says that. We're gonna do that right now. I just really want to do that. Save. We're gonna call this hammer time. Hammer time. Alright, let's try to bring you guys over to the dev machine. Alright, hold on a second. I gotta get this set up for you guys. Alright, so this is chapter 1. So let's load up. This is going to be a super easy change to make. I just need to load it into Concord. I'm going to do this and then bring you guys over just a second, because my CK is real slow. Well, Thompson, thank you for answering my questions. I just have one more, then I'm done. No, that's all right. You guys can go nuts. You guys can go nuts with questions. I don't mind. It's this is like our 15th playthrough of SS2, so people have heard enough of the characters talking and happy to answer questions. I noticed there's a synth named Darcinia 2. Are there any other synth character settlers added to SS2? There are, but you will only find out if we do all of their post-launch content. Otherwise, you will have to go in the CK to find out. We do always put the part on them so that you can find out for those people who know how to sniff around. But we do always go in and do that, because I know like that's how people have figured out like certain people like Sturgis are synths. As you go into the CK and there's a little item attached to them to tell you that it's a synth. Oh yeah, I went in Ghostbusters theme when I was trying to remember Hammer Time. It's been too long since I've heard some MC Hammer. It's all the 80s mixed together in my head. I guess, was MC Hammer 80s? No, that was like early 90s, right? It's a childhood blur. I think there's a large block of my like life from like 5 to 10 that's just all a tiny little blip on my mental radar. Okay, so here's what we do. So we go here. All right, I can see the other screen, so we're going to find a hammer. Now, if I wanted to go ultra polish with it, I would make it so that you hear it drop, but I'm not a sound guy. I don't have a sound effect for that, so we're going to just go with this will be funny enough. We're going to go hammer. And we're going to lift it up, and we're going to let Havoc take it. Boop. All right, and then we call it SS2 MQ12, I think. And we're going to call it Mala's screwdriver. There'll be a little CK joke hidden in there. Yeah, MQ12. Okay. Now, we'll go into MQ12. Now, normally I would alias this stuff, but because we want to patch this, and aliases are horribly unreliable anyway, we're just going to add a script property here. Actually, I'm going to do it from in the script because I can organize it then. Open an external editor. Look at that, guys. My Notepad++ is only half as full as it usually is. All right, let's go down to, we're going to make a patches section, group patches, and group. There we go. All right, object reference property, Mala's hammer. Oh, I'm sorry, screwdriver. Note, don't change this. Don't change this. It's a joke. Damn it. Just in case myself or another programmer on the team decides to try and update this to hammer. Okay, now we need the Mala appearance. Let's see when that is. Next, define screwdriver. Okay, we're gonna have to add a new stage here. Else if AUI stage ID equals iStage, enable hammer dot enable. And then let's find our stage here. Oh, hold on, I can't see where's my search thing? Here we go. All right, so we're gonna call this enable hammer, and we need to look at our, we need stages. Jake walks to Mala. All right, scenes. Let's see here. Talking to Mala. Okay, right here is where we need it. So quest stages. Wait, hold on. Jake off of radio. Hold on, I'm trying to find the right spot to put this in. Jake using radar. Okay, so this is all one scene. Okay, all right, here we go. Stage 30 is where we can do it. So we don't need a new stage. That's perfect. So we can just do it on stage 30. We just need to add stage 30. So we'll just call enable hammer. Enable hammer. Come down here. Enable hammer. And then we'll just move this over. There we go, and then we compile that out. And we're not even going to put this in a patch note. This is going to be a secret update that only you guys who are here to witness this know about. And all of you can point it out to your friends. You witnessed this change, and everyone else can just not notice it. The absurdity that I wasted the time on something so subtle. But this is the kind of this is the level of detail we always want to get to, and just usually we're just trying to rip through these expansions as quickly as we can for the sake of the scope versus the number of people we have working on it is so damn high that we have to just kind of go. And so stuff like that, no one's gonna notice that. We don't have time to do usually. But there we go. So now Mala will, air quotes, drop a hammer on the ground. Okay, that was worth it. That was worth the pause. So easy. Back to the game. Oh, I hit the wrong... You guys didn't see my dev screen? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I wasn't paying attention to chat. Hold on. I'll show you real quick. There we go. I added a hammer. And here is, the whole time I'm talking to myself, and I put in a little, I called it mallet screwdriver in the quest script. So that is what I was doing that you guys didn't get to see. Okay, well, you guys know about it now. It's secret, but no one gets to see that it happened.
Screwdriver after all. Good work. Now why don't you go patrol or something?
Protect and serve.
That part ain't right.
You need some help.
You think? Tell you what, Slick. If you can find my screwdriver, I'll tell you who I was recording a message for. It's probably past time I told you anyway.
Inner monologue stream. Yeah, that's
all right.
It'll have to work.
All right then. We have ourselves a gentleman.
Once I'm in C, this is why I can't do like full CK streams, because I have to completely ignore more chat once I'm like programming and such. I'm pretty good at modding, but it still requires my full attention. At least the game I can just put on TGM and ignore it if I want.
Here.
Hey, you found it. Thanks. It was driving me nuts looking for this thing. Okay, you held up your side of the deal. I'll spill the beans on who I was recording that message for. Ready for a little history of Jake?
Tell me the whole story.
All right. Full
On this
backstory it
awkward
is.
stairwell angle.
So, as I'm sure you already figured out, I'm not exactly local to these parts. I come from a settlement called Sanford. You ever heard of it? It's a nice place, providing you don't mind the odd cyclone or two.
That sounds pretty dangerous.
What? The cyclones? Nah, they ain't that bad. Once you learn the habit to nail things down, you barely notice them. Anyway, that's where I grew up and became a young man. And where I met this young woman. One thing led to another, and... well, you know how it goes. You met someone and had a son, and I met someone and had a...
Oh, hey, look. Oh, bug to fix. There's a really tiny thing. It's a pet peeve of mine that we are inconsistent with the things. We've switched over to doing all brackets, and I don't remember if that's how the base game does it, because the base game does it so infrequently, but we found somewhere, maybe it was in Far Harbor or something, that's the method that Bethesda used was to put it in brackets. So now it bothers me when we have them and they're not like that. All right, give me a second here. I'll fix this. Oh, here. I'll remember. Dev machine. You guys can see it now, and I can confirm it in Streamlabs. So there we go. All right, so this is just a silly little thing. Boop. And now it should match. Or did I get it backwards? Is it the other way around? Okay, now I gotta go check for another one. I'm fairly certain it's brackets. Anybody remember? All right, I'm gonna go check because there's probably a lot of them in this. Let me see if there's more. I feel like it's brackets though, because that looks wrong. The parentheses looks wrong to me. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the square ones. It's brackets, not parentheses. But I'm gonna find another entry of it because there'll be multiple in here for sure. And if not, we'll shame Surik for not putting in more speech checks. What's going on here? All right, hold on. Let's go back to the beginning. Maybe there was one at Jake at radio. Jake using radio. Very disappointing if there's only one speech check in this whole quest. It is a very dialogue heavy quest. for shame. There's only one in here. All right, hold on. We'll check MQ11. Yeah, my bet would be chapter 1 probably had the most, and then chapter 2 second most, and then chapter 3 probably went down. And I think when Cirque was writing, like, he had a goal early on to make sure that there was at least one acknowledgement of every perk and skill throughout the entire mod. And so, like, by the time we got chapter 3, he'd probably already finished the whole list. So then it was like, if there were any, it was just if they came to him, as opposed to like making it a personal mission to be like, I want to squeeze these in, all of these in. So probably lost 10. Oh, look at this. Then these ones are parentheses. See, now I'm second guessing myself. All right, we need to find more examples. Let me check chapter 2. Yeah, those boxes are what we suffer through for you guys. No, we love it. This is just what the CK displays dialogue is. Let's see. Maybe it is parentheses and I'm totally wrong off base here. But like my gut instinct says, nope, that's incorrect for them to be. See? Look, these ones are brackets. I think brackets feel better, right, guys? Am I crazy there? Do brackets feel better or parentheses? I look at the parentheses on screen in the game and it feels wrong. Strong back chick in the sunken ship of the Nightingales. All right, we're going with brackets, and if it turns out that I'm wrong, we'll come back and undo these later. But now that I see these ones in this quest, let's just go ahead and fix those as well. I feel like brackets separates them more as like this is a mechanic versus where parentheses you might actually have in the way somebody, if you were writing out somebody's speech, there's legitimate reasons to write it in parentheses. Okay, there we go. We fixed a couple in 12 as well. So most likely there's more in here because I think it tended to be like if we found a mistake in a quest, we would go through and comb it and take care of it. But there we go. All right, let's go back to game.
Do you have a daughter?
Yeah, that's right. I had a little girl. I named her Laura. And from the moment she was born, that kid became my world. What the? Oh, that damn generator again! This is the 5th time it stalled today!
What are you talking about?
It's the old plutonium well. The generator that kickstarts the fission reaction. It's been real temperamental lately. Hey, if you wouldn't mind, could you go get it started again for me? It probably just needs refueling.
So now I think the intention when you're standing here and the power went out, I think was for like this light to go out. And that didn't happen. And I think one of the reasons we never set it up is because 90% of the time Jake is standing up here anyway, so you wouldn't notice. So it was just one of those. To fix that, we would need to give him a package here and set that. We can probably do that. Let me continue with the quest though and see if there's anything else we want to tinker with. Because having him wander up to the upstairs is always awkward anyway, because then you get those weird hallway conversations. Now, speaking of all these little fixes and patches, there will unfortunately not be a March patch. I had intended on doing one, but I had a really crazy work deadline, and then my kids are off for spring break for 10 days, and we were taking them to see their grandparents, who all but one of them live in Florida. So 10 days in Florida it is. Not a bad time to do that. Get away from some of this nasty early spring weather, where it just goes back and forth between rain and snow. You tell those rad roaches, Mala. Put something sticky on it. Oh no, you ate all your gummy gum.
All is well.
Hello.
Greetings, sir or madam.
What are you doing down here?
This unit is patrolling.
What happened here?
Hostile target detected.
Never mind. We're done.
Protect and serve.
Oh, can we find some gummy gum down here? Did anyone leave some hiding? I feel like that would be a nice addition if I go hide some gum down here somewhere. I'll put some gum over here in this little chest for the fellow idiot savants. Let's do it. Let's do it. Executive decision. We're adding the gummy gum. Alright. To Dev Machine. It gets so quiet when we go to Dev Machine without the background music. Alright, we need to go to Interiors. This is to Concord 7 Civic Maintenance. Now, I am having a good time, and I would like to keep going, but I ran out of water somehow. I chugged it all, probably because I have this cough. And I'm going to make myself stop soon, or you guys aren't going to be able to hear me anymore. Here we go. Here's our container. Nope, that is the mist. These mist markers are the devil. All right, so we're going to go ahead and edit this toolbox, and we're going to change it into... Watch out for Florida Man. There's no escaping Florida Man. He's everywhere. All right, SS2 Gummy Gum Loot Pre-War Toolbox. Perfect. And then we add a new one. What is the gum called? It's not gumdrops, is it? It's something else. Hold on a second. I can remember what gum is called in this game. Potion. Bubblegum. That's right, bubblegum. Bubblegum. There we go. And now there will always be bubblegum in our little chest down here. Another one, not going in the patch notes. This is just going to be a secret for you guys. And something that I will be happy to have next time that I play with one of my idiot savant builds. It'll be interesting if I remember this. Then by the time we get back to playing again, there we go. Gummy Gum is now officially part of SS2. Yes, but in the... Did you see the idiot savant message? That's why I keep calling it Gummy Gum. I don't know who... I assume Sir Rick wrote that, but it also may have been whoever implemented this part of the quest, which may have been me. Maybe I was feeling a little slap happy when I wrote up that description. I don't think so. That's usually the stuff I don't take liberties with. I usually just put down exactly what the writers give me. And this was the only chapter that I was heavily involved in quest implementation. Otherwise, and then chapter 2, I did most of the HQ related quests. Same with chapter... Basically, after chapter 1, the only quest stuff I generally was in charge of was the HQ things. Alright, we gotta use our adhesive, unfortunately. Oh, nice callback to Night at the Museum, pro boy. Yo, dum-dum, you got any gum-gum? When's it gonna be done? Actually just showed the Night at Museum to my kids a couple weeks ago. That was, what's the guy's name from, Everybody Loves Raymond, his brother. What's his brother's name? What's that comedian's name? He was the voice of, the heads, God, why can't I think what those are? The island heads. Okay, wait a second. Why does my map marker still show in there? Did I fail at the quest? Oh, I didn't restart the reactor, right? I gotta push the button. Easter Island, thank you. Yeah, the Easter Island heads. I didn't realize how much Night at the Museum content got made after that movie. I remember loving the first movie. And apparently there are like several sequels, and now I think there's a Disney Plus show or something. They just kept going with that. Yes, Brad Garrett. Thank you, Phil. Alright, up we go. Alright, so not a lot of fixes today, but little bits of polish and some Easter eggs. Still fun. Still fun. This is why I love this stream. This has been my favorite stream series so far. I love putting in this silly little stuff that only a handful of people are going to see. Because these are the type of things we always are talking about, like when we're like together as a team, like playing through quests and talking about all the things like, oh, it'd be really cool if we had this, or we should do that. That'll be funny if we do this. And then we're just like, yeah, maybe if we have time. And we write it all down somewhere, and then usually that note card gets thrown away when we're in crunch trying to get everything wrapped up. Oh, that's sad. They were gonna do. How many movies did they do with him? Because I think I've seen I think the first two both had him in it. Did he make it to a third one? Like, I only know that there's two of them because I was flipping around Disney Plus trying to find them to show my kids, and we saw the first two, and then it was like, oh, there's more. There's more here. Trying to get even footing with
got
him.
The generator humming again, I see. Thanks.
He just waits on the stairs for us.
Trying to work in the dark.
He's like, I'll wait here while it's dark.
Where was I?
I don't want to trip down these stairs.
Oh, right. So, years pass, and Laura grows up. However, me and her mom, Caitlin, we ended up drifting apart and separating. But I'd still see Laura all the time, though. And when she'd stay with her mom, we'd keep in touch through radio. So, one day, I broadcasted our usual radio time to say goodnight. But there's no response. Now, you gotta understand, Laura's the most punctual kid you'd ever meet. She was never late for anything. Naturally, I began to panic a little, worrying if something bad might have happened to her. So I rushed over to Caitlin's house and...
Do you need a minute to gather your thoughts?
Oh,
Sorry.
no. They pushed us back down.
Remembering. You see, when I got there, I found...
Multiple hostile targets detected. Requesting backup.
Hostile targets? What is that robot?
Flee, 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 flee.
Loud.
Who's helping him? Brannigan.
Could you go lend the bucket of bolts a hand? As annoying as it can be sometimes.
It's happening near the church at church service time, so the residents are helping her out. Nice work, Brannigan. Wait, he can't do any damage to him. Everybody's trying to help. This is awesome. This is dynamic systems at work. I love it. Oh, Bobby's gonna take that one down. Oh, that one disappeared. What? Oh, okay, that was just a tiny red roach. It's like dog meat. Leave Brannigan alone. Also, why am I using a rifle to take out rad roaches? Oops, sorry, Marla.
What was that all about?
Thank you, friend.
Oh, Jake was even coming down to help at that point.
Excuse me.
Thanks for dealing with that. Now, let's see if I can finish my story. So, I arrive at Caitlin's house, gun in hand and ready for the worst. I opened the door and there was no one there.
What do you mean? What happened?
At first I thought someone must have broken into the place, abducted Caitlin and my kid. The more I looked around, the more I realized everything was tidy. No signs of struggle. And then I noticed all their belongings were missing. I ran to Laura's room. All her toys, books, even her ham radio was gone. They hadn't been kidnapped. They just packed up and left.
You didn't know? They didn't tell you?
Caitlin sure didn't. And I doubt Laura knew anything about it. Well, there's no way in hell I was gonna let Caitlin
I'm gonna
just
say the only one that
disappear
can kill
at my
these
door.
red horses is the player. If
After
my
asking
Upcom lads can't do the
around, I
job.
found out they booked passage on a caravan. They'd set off that very morning. I dashed back home, gathered a few essentials, and set off in pursuit.
Yeah, generally anytime we have like an objective tied to player killing things and we know they're in a chaotic area, we often flag them as only the player can kill them, because otherwise the quest can just advance and the player's like, wait, what the hell happened? Because they're just incidentally dying. So I think we have that set up in several spots for that reason alone, because otherwise it gets confusing if there's too much going on. Pro34, do you and your team have any future plans to stay with Fallout more after Chapter 3? Also, thank you for hard work. Love Sims 1 and 2. Playing through Skyrim mod ATM. Awesome. Yeah, we have some more stuff we're going to be doing this year, actually, in Fallout 4. We have several more content patches planned for SS2. They just on hiatus right now from it, taking a little breather. And we'll be doing some other stuff. We'll always be coming back for Voice-A-Palooza, which is the end of spring, early summer charity that Wes Johnson puts on, and we started doing a make a mod for it a couple years ago, and we're going to continue that tradition as long as it keeps being fun. It has been really fun for me. Hopefully other people want to join in on it again.
That's awful. No parent should have to lose their child.
You'd know that better than most. Anyway, I tracked that damn caravan halfway across the wasteland. By the time I caught up with it, it had made its final stop. Here, in the Commonwealth. Caitlin and Laura had already departed, but I knew where they were now. Since then, I've put out a radio message every night, hoping Laura might hear it. Know that her dad is out here looking for her. After our little run-in with the gunners, I needed to warn her to stay away from them. I know she probably won't hear it, but still, I had to try.
You only wanted to keep her safe.
Yeah. I just hope wherever she is, she hears my warning. I've not really spoken to anyone about Laura since I got here. Unless you count the Ron. Anyway, thanks for listening. Feels good to finally share. Get everything off my chest.
Oh, what is it now? Feral dwarves? Irradiated
Oh, see, that's where we need him to be upstairs.
What's all this about death claws?
Oh no!
Okay, so there's a bug that we need to fix. So yeah, we definitely need to do some tinkering with MQ12. Actually, hold on a second. Do we have... What's our last save? Okay, so we could probably use this save right here. We're gonna pause. Hold on a second. Save. Excuse me. MQ12. Old Paul arrives. Actually, don't know. Will it save during dialogue like that? I think it will. Let's check. I know in Starfield it won't. Okay, we're gonna try loading back to this. So I think what I want to do is, I don't have time to do it tonight. I do need to wrap up here in a couple minutes. But I think next stream, I want to start off with fixing up some of these scenes. I think we need to give Jake dedicated packages in their appropriate locations and make sure they're locked down to where he doesn't break them during combat. Because we really need so we need this scene. We need this scene here that he's on the stairway. We actually need him to stay up here during it. Okay, so know what it is we need. I'm going to take notes on this. We need the first half where the lights flicker. We need to happen here. Then we need him to walk up to the roof and hang out like up here somewhere. And then say like, then you hear Mala getting chased with the rad roaches, and then he needs to stay up here. Then we come up here, and then when you hear the glass break, that's when you're supposed to go downstairs and see Old Paul and Hubert there. So we kind of need those scenes to start to happen in those particular locations. So I'm going to put myself some notes. So MQ12. All right, we need power out scene. Needs to be near light. Help Mala before and after scenes on roof. And so we will go ahead and go fix those, and then we can add the light. So if next week, well, it's not going to be next week because I'm going to be out of town. So in 2 weeks, when we come back to this playthrough, if I ask you guys, what were we doing last week? Because you know I always do. If anybody remembers that we were going to work on MQ12, remind me. So I'm going to put that here. Save, work on MQ12 scenes. You wrote yourself a note card. Here we go. I'm actually going to... We're going to tape this to my monitor. Hold on, do I have any tape? Yeah, I do. I got some tape right in reach. I don't know why I have tape. Oh, yeah, I do remember why I have tape there. I was teaching my kid how to sell stuff on eBay because he wanted money. So you're going to learn how to sell off your old stuff. And he needed to tape some envelopes shut. Okay, so we've got a goal for next week. We dropped some Easter eggs into the mod today. I'd call that a success. So, yeah, we'll call it a night. All right, guys, thank you for joining me. I will be back. So I am going to try and stream at least once on my trip, but it's going to be super casual because my equipment's going to be total trash. I'm going to have whatever random mic that I can pick up cheap at Best Buy. But we're going to try it, I think, just for fun. So maybe Sunday, maybe Wednesday. Might do it Wednesday because, let me think. Probably one of the days, either Sunday or Wednesday. We're going to try and do a vacation stream. Still just me playing games. We'll see what I have for options. And if I can't get something working hardware-wise, I might cancel that plan. But that's my intention. So otherwise, I will be back for sure in 2 weeks on regular schedule. So thank you guys for joining me. I will catch you sometime soon in the next couple of weeks.